Hello, welcome back to another video. In this video I'll show you that in our previous video the table person we have created, the type of the email I wanted to take it as a varchar, but for mistake I selected the var binary, so I want to change it. So how can we change it? That I want to show you. Okay, so if you want to change it, as you can see that you can click on the table itself and there is an option of design. So if you click over here, you will go to that particular page where we have created the table. So from this section you can change it to the varchar, right? So varchar 50 is there, so you can change it as well. Now after that you just right click and save the table. Okay, and what is it saying? It's saying that saving changes is not permitted. The changes you have made require the following table to be dropped and recreated. You have either made changes to a table that cannot be recreated or enable the option prevent saving changes that requires the table to be recreated. So what we will do, it not allowing me, so I have to recreate it. So if you are not able to change like this way, there is another option by which you can change the data type of the email through the query language. Okay, so for that just create a new query and then just type here alter table table. Okay, alter table, then you have to specify the name of the table. That is the table person, right? table person, and then you have to specify one comment that alter column, then you have to specify the name of the column, that is the email. Okay, and then what do you want, what type of data type you want, you have to specify that. In my case it will be varchar, and I have to specify the number of characters that I want inside it, and if it is not null then you have to specify the not null like this way. And after that you can execute it and you can see that comment completed successfully, right? And you have to refresh it to see that it is updated or not. So in that case what do I have to do? I have just to refresh it, and if you check the columns again, now you can see that email is converted to varchar and 50 and it's not null. Okay, so you have to remember that. So before creating any table and if you want to insert the data, you have to be careful that you are doing or you are giving the same kind of data type, because it may consist or it may create various types of problem in future. For example, it can have the data inaccuracy and corruption of the data. For example, mismatched data. If the data type is not appropriate, it can store incorrect or incomplete data. For example, storing an email in var binary field instead of varchar can lead to unreadable data or even loss of the information, since var binary express the binary data, not the text data. So that's why you have to remember that. Also it in some cases it can truncate data. If you choose a data type with insufficient length in the varchar for email that can be longer, so in this case we are changing it to 50. So but some email address can be there which may be more than the 50 characters, so that's why you can change it to 100 as well, and again you can change it. But you have to remember you should do all these things before inserting the data inside it. Okay, you can change it later point of time, but there can be some mismatch of data or truncated data or some lack of precisions can be the data, so incorrect of data, because lack of precision means using the wrong numeric data type float instead of decimal for financial calculation can lead to rounding some error and inaccurate result due to the floating point precision issue. So that's why you have to remember this point as well. Also you have to remember, if you do this kind of issue, there can be a performance issue, inefficient storage, or some indexing problem can happen in future. So that's why this type of information you need to be careful what kind of data type you want. So for that you should have the proper knowledge of the data type, various types of data type that is present in this particular data type section. So you have to read or understand when we should use the big int, when we should use the binary, when you should use the bit character. So let me go from above to below section so that you can see all of the data types. Okay, and before going to the next video, be sure that you are reading all this data type. If you'll open any kind of book of the SQL Server data type, then you will be able to see all these types of data type and just read for few data types, not a few, whatever the data type is there, you just take an overview of all these data types, because sometimes it's not important that you are using all this data type in one project, but might in future you need to use which is uncommon here. So if you'll have the exposure and if you have the knowledge of each and every data type, then it will be easier for you to select which kind of data you want to store in the database. So that's the reason. So now I have changed the here 100, right? So let me refresh over here to see that it is reflecting over here or not. So you can see that it is reflecting, right? So I hope I wanted to show you something in this video, and I wanted to explain few things. So I hope now it's covered. If you have any question regarding it, you can write it in the comment section. See you in the next one. Till then, take care. Bye bye.